Good afternoon, I'm Ed Pozzuoli, CEO of Tripp Scott Law Firm, and today we are honored to have the new mayor of Broward County, Michael Udine. Michael, welcome.
Thank you.
Or Mr. Mayor, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. It's great to be here with Tripp Scott, with you, to talk and discuss the future of Broward County and South Florida.
So let's talk about it. You're newly installed as the mayor of Broward County. The commission is off and going now. So what's the vision and the agenda for you?
It's interesting because I think everybody starts off with their vision and their agenda, but this year is going to be an interesting transition year. I think for me, for every CEO in the private sector, and for every public sector leader, this is going to be the year that we transition out of the pandemic phase and into the real world, back to quasi-normal phase. So I think we're going to see that as we move forward. And in Broward County, not only are we having that transition, we're going to be having the transition from county administration. We're going to switch from Bertha Henry, who has been a long-time, well-respected county administrator who did a great job, had a lot of trust in the community, and we're going to move to a new county administration under Monica Sapero. So I'll be working with that transition. And regardless of any politics or however you think about this, a few things that we noticed from the pandemic is people who went into this healthier came out healthier. People who took care of their health mentally, physically, financially, even as a community, the communities that were vibrant and doing better came out better. So that's something that we need to keep in mind as we move forward, because that's going to lead to better outcomes for all of our communities.
So with respect to your agenda and your vision for the county, for county government, where do you see county government being impacted under your leadership, say, a year or two from now?
I'd like to do my best to help promote Broward County. We're starting with our tourism and that group as an everyone under the sun venue. And I think that that's really what we are in Broward County. And we're seeing that from people that want to be here, they want to be in South Florida, businesses that want to relocate down here. We're seeing a tech exodus all over the world into South Florida. A lot of the times it gets mentioned with Miami, but
right.
Really it's a South Florida story. When you read into the articles, when they talk about a lot of this, these are companies that are in Broward County. These are the companies like Magic Leap, like Chewy, like the big Broward companies are the ones that are bringing down a lot of venture dollars.
So if I'm a tech company from somewhere else, let's say the Northeast, why am I picking Broward County?
You're coming to Broward County because we're centrally located between Miami and Palm Beach. We have 3 international airports. We have major seaports. We have starting to get that coolness vibe that your employees like. If you look at the different communities around Broward County, we have places to live day and night. The downtown is starting to
Really
bustle a little bit.
Right?
It's really becoming a 24-hour downtown. We have, our housing can be a little bit better than what you're seeing in Miami. We have Brightline that's coming back to make transportation a little bit better. So Broward is really the central location for, this whole region. And it's a good place to come, and companies are taking notice of that.
I mean, we just had the boat show a couple weeks ago. It was a great success, huge economic impact. But the biggest takeaway from that is we've had people come down, spend a ton of money, and then want to stay and relocate their companies here.
I think you're seeing that, and I think with Broward County especially, we've always in the past kind of been the place where people would sell their company up north, come down, relocate to Broward, and they're going to do some things. But now what we're seeing is we're becoming more of a business mecca. And when you see multiple companies that have gone through the cycle of startup, unicorn, cash out, a la Ultimate Software, a la Citrix, a la bigger companies that have done this, those executives are here and they're looking to start right here the next unicorns that are coming. And you look at what we're doing with Nova Southeastern University in Broward County. We have that Joint Innovation Center where there are businesses that are coming, setting up shop, innovating in South Florida, innovating in Broward County. They do it through FAU, they do it through now Nova Southeastern, and these are clusters of companies, cybersecurity, cryptocurrency, technology, and these are things that are going to play a big role in the future of South Florida. We're seeing now that work is you can do it a lot more remotely. Why not live in a place where it's beautiful out most of the days of the year?
But those entrepreneurs who are bringing those businesses and driving those businesses also bring quality, high-paying jobs with them.
They're bringing great jobs. It works. We have a diverse community. Those jobs are going to a diverse pool of engineers, of lower income workers, of hourly workers. Everyone is getting, boosted by that. If you look at the restaurants we have now in Broward, we're seeing a lot of local and international flair come right here to Broward County. We really didn't have that a lot of times in the past years, but people are starting to see that this is becoming a mecca of where they can be and where they can flourish, and it's an exciting time.
Other than driving high-tech business and quality businesses to relocate down to Broward, what are other pieces of your business, your vision?
I think we have to make sure, with a lot of publicized things that have happened, public safety is always the most important thing that government can do. We need to make sure that we're providing safe communities. That means we need to make sure that we're investing like we are in Broward County in the public safety apparatus that we have. High-speed radios, better equipment for our first responders to use, better 911 and call taking and that kind of stuff. These are things that our people expect as a given, and we need to make it so that they don't have to think about, and this stuff has to be the latest and greatest. The second thing we need to do is make sure we keep doing what we're doing with our transportation networks to make that better. And that's the coastal link that we're talking about. I went with the Fort Lauderdale elected officials last year to Las Vegas, and now they're looking at doing, some kind of tunneling through the boring companies. These are all exciting things that are going to come. You're seeing warehouses that are now automating those last few miles, and that's going to be a big game changer for this area.
Let's focus in on the last few miles, because it's always been mass transit, whether it's Brightline or Tri-Rail or whatever. It's always been that last mile issue that's been a problem.
Take Brightline, for example. I was speaking with their leadership yesterday. One of the things they're doing is that last mile thing in a rideshare type of scenario where you'll be able to book right from your smartphone to when you get off in Fort Lauderdale or in Miami or in Palm Beach. That last mile, there'll be a rideshare that can go right seamlessly, right to within a certain area. And the last mile of business is you're seeing more and more of everyone's shopping online, and how is that going to affect the local communities? This last mile, if they can move their warehouses closer, but not right in the area, they need that last mile to be coordinated. And you're seeing technology and you're seeing companies start to do that. And the people that are coming, the employees that are coming, and the people that are here, they want a positive environmental impact. They believe in that. They want to make sure that we're, environmentally and socially conscious. They want to have the local places to congregate, the microbreweries, the outdoor activities, all the things that make a community worth living for a young or younger employees. They want to make sure that that's there. And with the job market being as tight as it is, it's affecting employees throughout all ages of the spectrum. There's talk now about the silver workforce coming back, because these are people that are well trained that were going to retire, but they can now come in part-time to help companies. So it's an exciting time, and it's an exciting time for Broward County and South Florida.
We had the port director on a couple of weeks ago, and he was talking about the potential, the opportunity that Port Everglades had in driving more cargo through there because of some of the holdups out in the West Coast, and bring ships to Florida and offloading them, and as some might say, is save Christmas in a certain sense.
I've met with him. We talked about that when we were doing a lot at the port.
Yeah.
The post-Panamax cranes that we have, the gantry cranes, and we have more coming. Port Everglades is really our powerhouse port, and we are able to move a lot of product through Port Everglades. Port Everglades is really a three-pronged port. Goods and services come through there, petroleum products come through there, and cruise passengers come through there. And all three of those stools now are really starting to hit in full stride. Cruising is back.
Yep.
Port Everglades was the first port to do revenue-paying cruises. They're all coming. It seems like every other day we're doing another key ceremony for a ship that's coming out of Port Everglades. Disney is coming to set up shop and cruise out of Port Everglades. Our petroleum, if you drive a vehicle south of Orlando, you're pretty much a customer of our Port Everglades, because when you fill your gas tank, it's coming from Port Everglades. It's latest and greatest. I've toured the petroleum facilities. It's computerized, high techs to get the trucks in and out. And then our cargo is we have great employees there. We've made a commitment through Broward County to invest in the technology, and it's working.
So, Mr. Mayor, the future is bright in Broward County?
Yes, sir.
And under your leadership, we wish you the best of luck. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. Great to see you, and thanks for
seeing
all
you,
you
Michael.
do. All right.